Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Let's get right into it, guys. Today's story is about Miona Bell and her ex now, Jibri Bell. They are exes now. It's been confirmed by Jibri Bell. We did a video a few days ago where we spoke about Jibri's latest video that he posted to his Instagram, where he was singing a song, rapping a little bit in a kind of like Kanye West or, you know, something like that, like a style. And he basically confirmed the split with Miona. He also said a couple of things. He opened up a little bit about his journey throughout Asia, Southeast Asia, also Japan, saying that he was involved with some Yakuza girl and that he met some kind of Filipina girl in Bali and stuff like that. So he opened up about a couple of things. But in that video, he said one thing that was very interesting, and he called out Miona, even though he basically took the blame for the relationship not working. He said, it's my fault. I'm not sure if I fully believe that. I feel like in some kind of weird narcissistic way, that's Jibri's way of kind of taking control over the situation. I always thought that Miona was using Jibri, and many people thought that, including his mom, and he never really saw the writing on the wall. He chose to ignore everything until it was too late. And so I always felt like Miona had a big part to play in that relationship, dissolving, so to speak. But no, Jibri in that took all of the blame, basically. Said that he somehow broke Miona's trust. He wasn't explicit about exactly what happened, but he did call Miona controlling in that video. And so he kind of took a dig at Miona while at the same time trying to be this good guy, right? The guy that is willing to say, let's let bygones be bygones. But then he took a dig at her, kind of calling out her personality flaws. And so just a couple of days later, today, Miona went on Instagram and was kind of flaunting her new man and what he's doing for her, how romantic he is, and things of that nature. And I feel like this is a dig right back at Jibri, basically saying, well, you know, you're missing out on this because I got a new guy that can do this for me, and it's not you. And so let's take a look at what's going on with Miona and Jibri here. So Miona Bell reveals boyfriend's romantic gift after Jibri announced their split together. So she indirectly reacts to Jibri Bell confirming the news of their split in the most surprising way by talking about her BF. Miona Bell is over her ex, gushing about her new boyfriend, sharing his sweet gesture on Instagram. Jibri Bell confirmed their split through a rap song citing Miona's controlling behavior, but he did wish her well. Rumors suggest Miona is dating Terzal Ron, while Jibri is exploring new relationships after their split. So Miona Bell gushed over her new BF after Jibri Bell confirmed that the two of them are no longer together. Miona, who's 25, she's a makeup artist, and I would say she's a bit of an Alibaba, like hustler, so to speak, on Instagram. That's what I would say. Makeup artist, I think, is pushing it a little bit. Really, what she's doing is she's buying. By the way, any of you guys can do this, right? What Miona's doing, any of you guys can do. Go and buy stuff off of Alibaba, cheap Chinese makeup brushes and makeup palettes and whatnot. You can then tell Alibaba to slap a logo on it, get it shipped to the US, and then resell it at about 3 or 4 times the cost and pretend that you have a beauty brand. Anybody can do this. It's really not that hard. We can do it right here on the channel. You guys can do it. That's what Miona is doing. It's a hustle, and she is taking 90 Day Fiancé fans who are following her and have followed her for fools and trying to take their money. But as you guys know, if you watch these videos, we've done a little bit of digging and we looked at her site and it didn't appear that there was much traction there. So it remains unclear just how many customers she actually has. But Miona and Jibri will go and tell you that she's a multi-millionaire. She is making an absolute killing with this fake, wigs and hair extensions and makeup brushes and all of this cheap Chinese junk that she's buying off of Alibaba and then pawning off of unsuspecting people at probably 3 to 4 times the cost. So Miona and Jibri's lavish lifestyle and matching clothes on Instagram caught a lot of attention for the wrong reasons, but it came as a surprise that they split up within 2 years of being married. No, not really, not to me, because usually you have to be married for about 2 years before you have legal status in the USA. And so it came at just the right time, if you ask me, when this relationship dissolved. Miona introduced her new boyfriend as soon as rumors of her breakup with Jibri started to circulate in late 2023. So he just recently confirmed the news. Now, she didn't directly address the breakup rumors, but this is what she posted. She posted this on Instagram. She actually deleted the picture on the right here with the flowers, where she says, "My man got me these pretty flowers." And I guess that was 22 hours ago. I don't know if she deleted or if that story just vanished. And then she posted a picture of herself here, and I believe she's in LA or in the LA area with the Californian sun behind her. And so she is trying to convey this image that she's over Jibri. She's done with him. She doesn't need him. Her new man is what she likes in her life. And he is taking care of her by getting her these very nice flowers. Coincidentally, just a few days after Jibri dropped his rap about their relationship being over. So Miona let her fans know she's happier in her new relationship than she was with her ex. She posted an Instagram story to reveal a sweet gesture made by her boyfriend. She filmed a vase full of pink and peach flowers in a sparkling green vase atop a dining table. And she said, "My man got me these pretty flowers." Miona's next Instagram story was about her watching a beautiful LA sunset. So their relationship explained here a little bit. Let's see what it says. So Jibri does claim that Miona is controlling and passive-aggressive. He said those two things in that rap that he dropped about her. And Miona and Jibri met long before the COVID-19 pandemic. In June 2020, he referred to her as his wife during an interview with the Telegraph, which is a Serbian newspaper. And if you guys remember, this is one of the first videos I think we did about these two, is that basically their relationship was spoiled because Jibri basically already spilled the beans that they were married all the way back in Serbia. I think they met in 2020 or 2019, if I'm not mistaken, before that interview dropped in 2020, of course. And so they were together. They separated in 2023. So they were together for about 4 years. And yeah, Jibri said very clearly in Serbian, because Jibri actually learned Serbian, that they were husband and wife, that they were married. And so, he didn't say they were married. He said they're husband and wife, I believe. And so a lot of people were wondering, is this a fake storyline? And of course, you guys watched the storyline. You watched it like I did. And it felt like a fake storyline because there was a lot of fakeness going on from Jibri's stage fights with his friend David, and just the overall vibe and mood of their segments always felt like it was staged, rehearsed, and acted. Really, at that point when they came on the show, more than any other couple that I think that we had seen at that point. Of course, since then, we've had a lot of other clout chasers that have come on the show. So I'm not sure that Jibri and Miona take the top spot. Perhaps they still do, because their segments were horrendous. They were almost unwatchable reality TV. And a big reason for that is, as bad as Jibri is, and I know, I said in the last video that I said, oh, well, Jibri, maybe he's changing a little bit. Maybe I'm changing my tune just a little bit about him. I know, and I got a comment, I'm unsubscribing. How dare you say anything positive about Jibri? I'm not saying that I'm a fan of Jibri, guys. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I said at all. But I think that everyone deserves a second chance. So if someone is going to put an effort into showing that they have changed, that they have learned their lesson, that they're maturing, I'm not a person that is going to hold a grudge until the end of days. If that person shows that, that they're moving in the right direction, I'm going to recognize that. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm Jibri's biggest fan. I'm not even sure that he's actually changing, to be honest with you guys. But I made that comment, and like I said, I got some comments that people were unsubscribed. Well, just one, actually. Unsubscribing. They were done with this channel. How dare I say anything that's not even fully positive, just a little bit, about Jibri? That's it, they were done. And I really do think that, I'm not sure that Jibri is fully changing, but I think he's changing his approach. He's trying to become more relatable instead of being pompous and extremely over the top. He's trying to be more laid back. He's learned that his previous approach did not work very well. Okay, let's get back to this, and then we can talk a little bit more about Jibri. So they met in June 2020, and of course we wondered that the relationship, basically, at least the way that it was shown on TLC, was a sham and a scam. Regardless, the start of Miona's journey in America was shaky as she refused to live with Jibri in his hometown in South Dakota or North Dakota. I think it's North Dakota. If I'm wrong, I'm sure you guys will correct me. It's one of the Dakotas for sure. She dreamed of a glam life in LA, which, according to her Instagram, she supposedly has nowadays, which is where Jibri lived when he met her. Having blown all of his money on fancy vacations and her visa application, he was in a financial mess, but Miona managed to fix things by launching her ponytail business. So this is the Jibri video. Jibri claimed Miona had become a millionaire within a year of launching Miona Beauty. However, Miona may have felt like Jibri wasn't contributing to her success. In his official split confirmation, he revealed that he tended to throw in the towel as soon as a relationship hits the 5-year mark. He suggested they fought a lot, but he did admit it was his mistake. Jibri didn't blame her for what happened. He wished her success in her new relationship with her new man, Terzel Ron. He implied that Miona is controlling and passive-aggressive, which could push her new man away. So she's dating Terzel Ron. He's often seen in her comments praising Miona and complimenting her with his cryptic emojis. The couple has almost made their relationship Instagram official, but there's a chance they're waiting to introduce themselves on each other's feeds. Jibri, too, has started exploring the world of dating, so he did mention the Yakuza woman in Tokyo or the Filipino woman in Bali. So, you know, Jibri seems to be kind of doing his own thing, and he seems to perhaps have changed his tune a little bit. It's unclear. I'm not sure that he has. I just think that he's changed his approach at the very least. I'm not sure that he's really changed as a person, because we went over one thing in the last video, which was a video that Jibri did about social media. And he was telling people about being addicted to social media. And I'll get back to that thought in a second. So this is what, you know, Miona's doing. She's really trying to pimp out these hair extensions, these ponytails, or wigs, or whatever you want to call them. She's really trying to pimp them out aggressively. Literally every post that she puts on her Instagram is basically a promotion post for her ponytail business. This is what she does. So it actually makes her Instagram really not all that interesting. This is the picture that we showed you guys here before. Now, if we go to Jibri's Instagram, his actually is a little more interesting than Miona. So his last post is still the one that we played the last time. This is his rap music.
Love is a gamble that I've oftentimes failed. I sealed my heart and shipped it off in the mail. Went overseas, I had to leave and change my life. I had to leave everyone, even my dog and my wife. Sorry, Mimi. I didn't mean to hurt you, but I didn't think that there was any way that we could work through the strife between our families, the trauma and the tragedies, the fights that drained our batteries and put us both through agony.
So I'm not going to play it all. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a hint. Of course, we played it in the last video. And this was the video where he speaks about social media and how it's giving us depression and how it's affecting us negatively. And this is the issue. While I agree with Jibri, I agree with his message. What he's saying is that people are just becoming way too addicted. They are, in fact, too addicted to social media. I agree with that. But what he's not saying here is that he himself is trying and desperately to become social media famous. That's what he wants. So essentially, he actually wants you to be social media addicted, but he just doesn't want you to, watch or listen to any of the other people. He wants you to watch and listen to Jibri. And this is the issue with Jibri. It's that he puts out a positive message, but there's always a way that it kind of comes back to him, and he's not being fully honest or transparent. He's trying to act like he is, but he's not, because he is trying to become famous off of social media. And now what he's doing is these podcast style kind of videos. He wants to really be, I think, an inspirational, motivational kind of speaker or talker or podcaster or something to that extent. And he's trying to figure out a way to include his music into this inspirational kind of endeavor. But like I said, his message still falls a little flat, even though I do agree with the general premise. And I said that in the previous video. There's always something that just feels just like a little phony with Jibri. But I do think that he's making some progress. He is changing. He is toning down his over-the-top behavior. And so I hope he changes. Like I said, I'm not a person that will hold a grudge. I'm not someone that will, if this is who you are today, you're this person for the rest of your life. I'm willing to give someone a second chance. Does Jibri deserve a second chance? I'm not sure that he does yet, but maybe you guys will let me know what you think about this whole thing. We saw the video, and if you guys didn't see the whole clip, I suggest you watch the last video that we did about Jibri, where we go over the whole clip where he speaks about Miona, and we also go about his clip where he talks about social media. So I just want to ask you guys, do you guys think that Jibri deserves a second chance? Should we look at him differently, or do you guys just think that he's still being his phony self, and he just maybe perhaps figured out a better way to approach things so that it kind of masks a little bit of his extreme narcissism, because he's very narcissistic, and I think that's one of the reasons why he has so many issues. He doesn't recognize his extreme narcissism. But do you guys think that it's A, or do you guys think that it's B? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, what do you make of Miona's responding to Jibri with, showcasing, her new man getting her flowers just like 2 days basically after Jibri, put out that rap song about their split? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, finally, would you guys like to see Jibri or Miona, one or the others, come back on the show, perhaps on the Single Life? That would probably apply to Jibri. Let me know if you'd like to see that and see what's next for him. All right, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button down below for more content right here on the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.